Sharks. My name's Rosa. I'm from San Francisco, California. Growing up as a little girl in China, Grandma taught me the philosophy of food as medicine from an early age. She always brewed these healing tonics with a symphony of wild herbs and botanicals that were great for my health. They worked wonders for me, soothing my stomach and lifting my spirit. Fast forward to grown-up me, I worked a lot of stressful jobs and started to feel the effect on my body, mostly in my gut. So I returned to Grandma's homemade tonics, and Sharks, I became a true believer in gut health and had to share her wisdom with the world. And that's when I brewed up WildWonder, a sparkling drink that reimagines the healing tonics of my heritage by combining herbal wisdom with whimsical flavors. Our drinks have all the gut-supporting superfoods your body craves, 50% less sugar than kombucha, and best of all, it's the first drink that combines both probiotics and prebiotics. Why? Because better gut health should be as easy as popping over a can. Sip on our strawberry passion for a perfectly sweet and tart refresher. Dip into our dreamy pink drink guava rose for both floral and fruity. Try our peach ginger that gives you all the peachy vibes with a zesty kick. Or indulge your senses with mango gold for a tropical and refreshing taste. Sharks, food is my love language, and I don't believe in giving up taste for health. I am seeking $500,000 for 5% of this gut-supporting and immune-boosting super drink. So who's ready to put a modern twist on ancient wisdom and join me in drinking our way to better gut health?
First of all, ding ding for 500,000 for 5%. Wow. All right, so those flavors actually sound wonderful, and I'm not a big sparkling water person. I did try and actually fell in love with the cactus drink that was on Shark Tank last season, I think it was. I actually did a review here on the channel. If I remember, I'll link it at the end of the video. So as well as we're going to feature Rose's website and a comment from the super community down below at the end. But yeah, so if I had to guess, she needs the money because either she's already sold a ton of it, and is already like got people like roped into buying it on the regular, or needs it to be able to gain some significant distribution and market share there. But I love the idea of combining probiotics. I don't know that I've ever heard of prebiotics before, but things that are for gut health. I mean, gut health is so crucial. Like I don't think that 15, 20 years ago that we understood quite how important gut health is to the entire ecosystem of our body, and how much it plays a role in like telling us what we want to eat and telling us what to drink, and how much how it really intricately is connected to the rest of our health. I think I kind of remember hearing about it 10 to 15 years ago, but as the years have gone by, more research has been done, and it's kind of crazy. Like even if you I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's really important. Go look it up if you haven't heard about it or thought about it. Like I'm not one of those people that think like you can necessarily cure certain diseases with food, but I will say that it doesn't hurt, right? Like there's I have lots of anecdotal stories from friends that like had these issues, switched up how I was eating, and it drastically changed inflammation and things like that was going on in the body, because they didn't even realize that some of the foods that they were eating were causing those issues in their body to occur. They just like, I'm just getting old, or I'm just getting arthritis, or I'm just this or that. All those things play a part in our overall health. So I think it sounds really cool. Hopefully there isn't a ton of debt so far, and Rosa has enough equity to maybe be a little flexible for 500,000, because in Shark Tank that doesn't generally happen with 500,000. Here you go, like let's go 5%, hooray! I'm hoping. Let's go.
Sharks, in front of you are WildWonder drinks to sip on and enjoy. We fresh brew all the herbs and botanicals and pair that with fruit,
I just drank the guava rose, which tasted to me like rose water with a little bit of bitterness, right? But we're talking probiotics.
Yep. Every can has 5 grams of prebiotic fiber.
That's unusual in a drink.
We're a more holistic way to approach gut health. Most companies out there, like kombucha, drinking vinegar, first of all, they have that really acquired fermented taste, and that's not serving the average customer.
I agree with that.
And we're here to really expand the market with no fermented taste, and it's a healthy alternative to soda as well. So as you can notice, every can has 35 calories only, 90% less sugar than soda, and 50% less sugar than kombucha. And there's nothing artificial in it. Everything is organic certified as well. It's very clean ingredients.
So I would really, what I would like to know though is, like, you could put the probiotics and prebiotics in it, but what percentage of that is what you're supposed to be getting, right? Is it enough to move the needle, or is it more of a marketing thing, right? And not that it's not good for you, but sometimes there's people out there that have a tendency to like latch on to something that's healthy. Diet Coke, for example, right? Like that's an easy thing to beat up on. Diet Pepsi, for example. It's like, oh, well, it's 0 calories and it's like, healthier than regular Coke or regular soda. But it's not, right? It's really not good for you. So like it's like, oh, well, it's got 0 sugar, so like that's the big benefit, but that's not the whole story. And not that having the pre and probiotics involved in it are bad, but like is it enough to move the needle? Is what I guess my ultimate question is.
Did we go to school together?
Yeah, we did. Thank you for remembering.
Tell me your background a bit more.
So, yes, we both went to business school, not the same class. So let me tell you a little more about my personal background. I grew up in China. My grandparents actually raised me for the first 12 years of my life.
Wow.
While my parents immigrated to the US, I came to the States at age 12 with 0 knowledge of the English language. Within 3 years, I joined my high school's debate team.
Wow.
So then I was the only sophomore from my college to secure a finance internship from Goldman Sachs in their New York headquarters. After I graduated, I worked in private equity and venture investing. So I know a lot about scaling businesses with capital efficiency and making a return on your dollar. I launched WildWonder in 2020. I actually had large POs going out to offices like Facebook and Google, and COVID happened. So that actually wiped out my entire revenue stream. It was a really hard time, but I basically got to work. Within 3 months, I knocked on 200 grocery store doors, got my website up and running,
Wow.
and by the end of year 1, I was carried by over 100 stores, including our regional Whole Foods.
Wow. Good for you.
I'm always fascinated when someone comes into Shark Tank with a beverage deal with a valuation of 10 million bucks, because I know how hard it is to get distribution, and 100 stores, with all due respect, is nothing in terms of what you have to achieve.
But that
to
was
get
last
share.
year, right?
That was 2020.
What do you have now? How many stores?
So year to date, we've generated over 1.4 million revenue. We're at a run rate of 2.5 million right now. We also have some really exciting launches coming up in the next 30 days.
So are you going to make any money this year?
At this scale, we're not net profitable. Food and beverage is a gross margin game. I'm very focused on increasing our gross margins.
Rosa, what do you sell them for, and what does it cost you to make them?
It costs 90 cents to make. I retail for $3.49, and within a year's time, we can get that cost down to 70 cents.
How much money have you put into the business?
We raised last year 2.1 million.
That's all you've raised so far?
Wow.
So we also have investors putting in money right now.
What valuation are these raises at?
Last year, we raised on a safe. It's a pre-money safe, 6 million cap.
So you can't see it, but it's safe as simple agreement for future equity.
Look, I admire you. Your story's incredible. The product's fantastic. One of the best, I must say, I've ever tried in the tank. But at 5%, I don't even get out of bed for 5%. For me, I'm out.
Sorry.
Well, that's a shame. It does take a lot of capital because you're moving beverage, you're creating beverage, you're moving it. It's heavy. There's damaged goods that happen, and shipping and stuff like that. You know, so it sounds like she, in 2022 going to do 2.5 million, which is, you know, ding ding, that's incredible. But she didn't get into how much of a percentage she actually owns herself, and maybe that'll come up here, hopefully with a deal coming behind it. But yeah, it's up. So at 90 cents, it does make me wonder, like, what her customer acquisition cost is for any direct sales, or if she's just selling it through retailers. Because if it's just through retailers, you know, you got to pump a lot of money to get people to know about it, to go to the places that actually sell it, and that, well, that's gotten easier since the end of 2021. It's still a lot of money and a very high difficulty. But clearly, I mean, Kevin thinks enough of the product to think that's one of the best that he's tasted that came through there. But I think a lot of stuff, you know, takes time to get an acquired taste. I'm looking forward to trying. I will definitely be giving this a try.
To hear that.
For me, the risk isn't matching the reward. I think you're in a very, very, very big market. So I'm sorry, I'm out.
Sorry to hear that.
I can't stand kombucha. I can drink this all day long, and the utility of it, right, with the fiber and drinkability. Which one is it that I just drank the whole thing of, the strawberry passion?
Yeah.
I'll order it. It was really, really good. But
Thank you.
the amount of money that you're going to have to continue to raise, entrepreneurs tend to kind of try to find an equilibrium of how much they want to keep versus how much they can
That's
raise.
right, yeah.
And it's very, very difficult. It makes it, for a small investor, just 5%. It makes it really, really hard for us to participate in all the upside. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
I think your product presents as well as you did today. Flawless, really.
I know you invest in some beverages.
I did
There could
twice.
be some synergies, Barbara.
Well, listen, the first time, I cried when I lost the money. The second time, I put in more money to follow my bad money, and I lost that too. And then I wrote a note to my attorney, signed it, had it notarized saying, kill me if I ever go into another beverage company. And I'm afraid he would kill me, actually. I'm out.
Thank you. Well, Tony,
I do think, like some of the other sharks, I think this is a category where you kind of have to achieve a minimum scale before it actually has a chance.
yeah.
Your ask was 500,000 at 5%.
Yeah.
My counter to you is the 500,000 at 9%, and that's my
Wow.
final offer. You know, I'm not a beverage guy, but I do understand scaling capital efficient businesses in a very sequential way to have a chance at that success, and I think that's what you need.
So the last round, we raised pre-money save, so 6 million cap. I'm happy to meet you somewhere just so that I don't go under that. Would you be able to do 500,000, 6%, but I'll give you 3% advisory shares, just so it doesn't hurt my valuation as much, but you'll get the same amount.
Yeah, why not?
Done.
All right, let's go. Great,
Awesome.
congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna check out our website in a second here.
Made it happen.
Wow.
Congratulations on
Thank
everything.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
We'll make
congrats
it
on
good.
all the success.
Congrats, Rosa.
So sad. This is validation for my product and for my company. I worked really hard to get WildWonder to where it is today. We've gone through a lot of challenges, and it's clear that Tony really appreciates that, and he believes in me and he believes in the company. So we're gonna take it to the next level.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. It's wow. So I mean, what are the odds, right? I mean, and this is TV, so like, there's no coincidences. But oh, that's really interesting that you can't see it because my face is in the way. Let me kind of move my face. The Kinfeld website had this block of video as well. I guess it's like maybe a Shopify thing that, you know, trying to like promote to go and click over to a video. That's probably got some engagement, I would imagine. No, but like, what are the odds, right, that she went to the same school as Tony, and then they end up being together there on the show, and because like, I feel like if it was Damon or Robert, they're probably not getting not probably not getting 500,000 out of either one of them. So good on Tony for looking to bring it together and make it happen, right? So anyway, I love seeing Shark Tank. I love seeing people, faces. We got one hand there, Shark Tank again down here. I'd love to see more. Yeah, let's see more of this, more people enjoying the product and making it so that you can identify with the product. But I like to, I love the fact that they have the benefits there where they've been promoted. So you got benefits, and then where they've been. So let's say you have a Shark Tank bundle, $69. So they actually have six flavors. Wow, that is a lot of flavors. And we've talked about that in past episodes where was it the other one that I just did with Wanna Date, where it's a lot, like she had like 5 flavors of the spread, I want to say, and without an original one and original flavor of just date flavored. So kind of that's a lot. It makes it really, really capital intense because you're casting a big net there and a lot of inventory. But it seems like you get 12 cans for $38. I mean, it's not terrible, but I guess that's only if you $44 if you don't put on the subscribe and save. So that's pretty neat, though. I definitely want to give it a try. So let's go check out their Instagram. 5,800 followers. I feel like that you should have a lot more on Instagram. Your health products but some great looking photos for sure, and quite a bit of engagement along the way. So over at TikTok at 74,000, almost 75,000 likes, 5,900 followers. So there's quite a bit of engagement going on there. Not a crazy amount of views for any of them, but lots and lots of posts. So I think that's key. Just constantly getting it out there and showing people enjoying the product. Is really, really important, as much as you possibly can. So anyway, Rose, I'd love to have you come on the show for an interview. Like, absolutely. Just drop a comment down below. Like this one from Jason, who said, love your commentary. I'm addicted to your videos. You should do a video on the episode with Kate App. It's probably my absolute favorite pitch. Please, I am not sure the season or episode, but it's a very entertaining pitch. I watch a lot of Shark Tank, and to this day is still my favorite. Well, I've added that to my request list. If you have a request, please drop it down below in the super community comments down below. I'll see you in one of these 2 videos over here. Take care and go be super.